I'll never forgive you for what you've done, Miss Angela.
Excuse me, who is this?
Ria, from your class.
Oh, you. I should have known. What did you say I did again?
Earlier today, I was trying to get your attention at school, but you were clearly ignoring me. I had to find some other way to get across to you.
Then make it snappy, Ria. I don't have all evening.
You gave me an F in biology.
Really? Is that why you're whining like a broken alarm clock? In that case, I'm sorry, but I do not discuss work-related matters after work. So whatever it is, make it wait till tomorrow.
No! We're gonna talk about it right now. I can't have failed that subject, Miss Angela. I studied really hard for my tests and exams. I also cross-checked the papers. Also, this is the first time I'm getting a grade below B. I just need to confirm that you made a mistake, because I've never failed at anything in my life.
Well, I don't make mistakes.
Huh?
You may not have noticed, but I grade my students not based on academic performance alone, but on character and conduct as well.
What does that even mean? How on earth was I supposed to notice that? And when was I not of good conduct?
Do you see? It's this sharp-mouthedness of yours that I do not like one bit.
As a teacher, I do not expect you to discredit a student because you have personal reservations.
Oh, really? So you know what's right and wrong, too?
Of course, because I don't understand what is going on here. I just want to get it straight. You're failing me because I'm sharp-mouthed? How strange is that?
You think you're so smart, yet you can't understand the simplest things. Well, let me spell it out for you then. You are never in class, Ria. You think you're so pretty, gallivanting around all the time with all these guys in school. And what's with all the designer clothes, by the way? Do you think this is a fashion pageant or something?
You're confusing me right now. You failed me because I'm beautiful and always around guys? I feel really flattered, actually. Maybe you've forgotten, but that's literally what high school is about. Socializing. No one should fail just for that.
It's not just that. You're also always around Sir P. Do you know how that looks in the eyes of the teachers and other students? We've all concluded that you're an unserious student, and people like you should not be allowed into medical school. You'll soon forget a needle or razor inside a patient because no handsome man can just walk past you.
Oh, is that what this is about? The principal? You like him, don't you?
I never said that.
You don't have to say it, because it's clear. That's why you keep staring into the closed-circuit cameras while you teach. That's why you always act like the perfect teacher. You want him to notice you, right? Is that what this is?
No! I don't like him. I just want to maintain the sanctity of the learning environment. No student should be involved in a romantic relationship with anyone else in this school, much less with the principal himself. Do you know how it makes our school look? It just makes everything we do here look like a joke. It's clear you don't see anything wrong with bringing shame to our school, though.
Okay, let's say, for instance, that I do have something going on with Sir P. Why would you care so much? You know, earlier you said I can't understand the simplest things, but I'm pretty sure I understand this one. You gave me an F because you like the principal. You think I'm a threat because I'm dating him. That's why you want me out of your way.
Fine, you're right. But I don't just like Sir P, okay? I love him. What's so wrong about that? I'm the adult, and you're still a child. Forget about your balloon chest and round hips. You're still not in his class, and I don't see why he gives you any attention at all. You're not even that beautiful anyway. I'm in a way better position to date him.
Really?
I would have loved to give you a thorough smackdown for taking his attention away from me. But since I can't do that, I've decided to punish you in some other way. If you don't leave Sir P alone, I'll fail you so much in this school that you'll either leave or have all your plans of getting accepted into a prestigious college ruined.
Hey, hold up. You're getting this all wrong. Let me explain.
I don't need any of your filthy explanations, Ria. You're my competition, and I'll make you pay for taking what belongs to me.
Ugh, I wanted to explain things to you like an adult, but you've refused to be reasonable. You want to play rough, don't you? Well, let's dance.
You'll regret ever stepping on my toes, Rhea.
Bring it on.
Your plan did not work, Bianca.
Which of them?
Your plan to get Rhea away from Sir P by making her fail her major courses?
Oh.
Yes, that one. It didn't work. Rhea now visits his office more frequently. And I can't see anything going on because they always shut the door behind them.
I don't understand. You've been spying on them too?
With binoculars, even.
Oh, wow. You're really desperate.
Oh, I hate seeing those two together. Sir P continually dotes on that little imp like she's Miss Universe, but he never even looks my way.
Is it not obvious why he wouldn't give you any attention?
Why?
Rhea is clearly more beautiful than you.
Bianca!
No offense, though.
Don't say that!
But it's the truth, Angela. What kind of friend will I be if I can't tell you the common truth? Like, seriously, have you seen Rhea's bold hazel eyes, her dark brown hair and plump lips? Have you seen the sway of her hips?
Yeah, duh! But she's a child. He can't possibly be in love with her.
And who's to say he can't? You might be an adult, but she's younger. She's fresher. She's probably even more submissive and respectful to him. All these things are what men want these days. Honestly, you'll have to try to be a little more like Rhea if you want Sir P to look your way.
So what do you propose I do?
If I were you, I'd think about surgery.
Surgery?
Yeah, you know, tighten your facial skin, make your lips fuller. Anything to get the man you want, right?
I'm not sure about this. Do you think it would make him like me?
You have to trust me on this one, darling.
Oh, you have no idea how desperate I am to just have him look my way. Everything I've done to secure his attention all these years has proved futile.
Years? But you just got employed here, like, what, 1 year ago?
Oh, but I've known Sir P for a lot longer than that, Bianca. We lived in the same neighborhood growing up, okay?
Oh, wow.
He's always been the brightest of all the young men I know. He was tall, handsome, and with a stature to die for. I just knew he had to be mine.
Did you take this job just to get close to him?
You don't know the whiff of it.
I don't know if I should call this an obsession or something, but it clearly has you in a chokehold.
It's not an obsession! I love him! But he never loved me back. He's never even noticed me. He even went ahead to marry that bum-ass woman, Joy. And that was when they moved out of our neighborhood. I heard they later had a baby together, though. But the greatest news for me was when I heard she was no more.
Okay, you were happy that someone got unalived? That's creepy. Are you that unhinged?
Call it whatever you want.
But a girl wants what a girl wants. Besides, won't you be happy if the same happened to your worst enemy? Let's move on from that topic for a minute, okay? So, that was when you figured it was your cue to return to the scene?
Exactly. And there was no other way to do it than to take the silly teacher job. That's what I'm telling you, Bianca. I'm willing to do anything. Anything at all to make sure he falls head over heels in love with me.
I get that. That's why I need you to take my advice on this one, yeah?
Okay, talk to me.
You know you just got employed here, right? So you wouldn't know this, but the principal was dating another girl before Rhea. Priscilla, that was her name. Beautiful and young, just like Rhea. Everybody knew her around here.
What happened to her then?
She graduated.
Oh.
He had to move on, you know? So, if you know anything about him, you'd know he likes girls that look just like Rhea.
What you're saying is that if I looked more like Rhea, I'd have better chances at getting Sir P?
Exactly.
I feel some way about this plan.
Do you or do you not want the man?
I do.
Then do what needs to be done, girl. Can't be that hard.
You might be onto something with this one. Desperate times call for desperate measures, right?
Yes, and the earlier the better.
Well, I have a couple 100,000 saved up, but it won't be enough for the procedure.
Are we not going to get paid today?
Oh yeah, that's true.
That should be enough then. I also have a cousin who runs a hospital for such cosmetic procedures. He'll do everything for you with a huge discount. All on me.
Oh, really? Thank you! You're a lifesaver!
All I want is to see you happy, babe. It's all good. Like, what are friends for? Hey, Miss Angie. What's poppin'? It's been a while, though, and I must confess, I really hated the substitute teacher. You can't believe how I jumped for joy when you walked into the class. Please never go on sick leave ever again. I never knew I'd be so happy to see you. Only you kind of look like me all of a sudden. What happened? Will you not answer me?
If you called just to body shame me, please cut it off. I don't have any time for your tantrums.
No, really. From one lady to another, I couldn't possibly body shame you. It's against the bro code. Or should I say, sis code? All I'm saying is, you look a little bit different now. Just a tad bit. Tell me, were you really sick, or did you go for a body enhancement surgery?
It's not your business what I do with my body, Rhea.
I'll tell you the truth regardless. With all due respect,
you look hideous. Watch your tongue, little girl.
You may not want to admit it, but I'm sure you know your body just got botched. However, I'll mind my business because that's not why I called.
What do you want this time?
You released the scores for the semester projects? Mine wasn't on the board.
Oh, that. I didn't exactly fancy your submission, Rhea. Your work was a little sketchy.
Sketchy? I practically did the entire project on my own. You paired everyone else up but me, and I still had to submit at the same time as others.
Well, let's just say I did not receive any submissions with your name on it. Get ready to redo that project.
What? You cannot do that!
This should teach you to focus on your studies and boys your age. As for Sir P, I had him once before. He's going to be mine again.
But I don't have him!
Lie all you want. I'll get him one way or another. And I don't mind ruining you in the process. Just know there's nothing you can do about it.
Enough! I've had enough of you! How can you keep failing me simply because you want a man who clearly doesn't even notice you? I'm gonna report this to my dad, and he's gonna get you fired!
Your dad? Who's that? As long as he's not the president of the USA, he cannot do anything. Let Sir P be, Rhea, or face my wrath all through your remaining days in high school. Bianca, I'm in deep trouble right now. I need you to figure it all out.
Huh? What's going on?
I didn't know I was allergic to lip fillers. Now my lips have gotten botched and I caught an infection. I look so hideous.
OMG, Angela, when did that happen?
I don't know. I just woke up this morning and my face looked like 1,000 honeybees had stung it. There's no way Sir P's gonna fall in love with me now. Oh my gosh, I'm legit freaking out right now. What am I gonna
do? Have you called my cousin? Maybe he could give you some medication, or at best schedule an appointment to dissolve the fillers.
I did, but he said it's risky. I've already been infected. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. It was all your fault, Bianca. You talked me into this.
Me? I was just trying to help you. Besides, I didn't force you. You took on the procedure on your own accord.
Look at what has happened now. I look like a monster. I have to find a way to solve my problems. It seems like Sir P was not meant for me after all.
What did you just say? Don't tell me you're just going to give up after all you've been through.
Do I have a choice?
There is no room for giving up when you have not achieved your goal. You will go and talk to the principal.
No, I can't do that. At least not when I look like this.
Then wear a face mask or something. Or better still, talk to him over the phone. You have to shoot your shot, Angela. You've been beating around the bush all these years. Now you must be direct about your feelings. Tell him that you want to be with him and let him say out of his mouth that he doesn't want you. Then you'll be sure that you've been defeated by an 18-year-old.
Rhea cannot win this fight. That would be super embarrassing.
Then put on your big girl pants and tell the man you love that you love him. It won't hurt. If he's actually meant for you, he'll love you even with your botched surgeries.
It's not funny.
I know, but I'm just saying, what if he always liked you, but didn't have the nerve to talk to you about it? You'll never know unless you talk to him directly.
I guess you're right. You've won, Rhea. You're happy now, right?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You're the reason he didn't even try to fall in love with me. You made him hate me. Now he thinks I'm a mindless freak.
I did no such thing. I don't even have a clue what you're talking about right now.
Well, if you must know, I called to tell my darling Pete how much I love him.
Oh, wow. That must have been fun. Tell me about it.
He told me off.
Really? Why?
I know you're having a field day hearing of my tales of woe, but I'll say it anyway. He said he cannot have anything to do with me because he's my boss and it's against the code of conduct. I know you told him I've been assaulting you because of him.
Duh. Was I supposed to simply keep quiet?
He's upset at how badly I treated you. He even said I had no professional etiquette and that I don't deserve to be employed in any establishment.
Not that he was wrong about that.
He called me a creep because of the risky surgeries I took just to get his attention. Now I've lost my job because he thinks I'm mentally unstable.
Oh, you got fired too? Oh, I'm sorry about that. I did not ask him to go that far.
Don't start acting like a saint all of a sudden, Rhea. This is all your fault. If you just stepped aside and let the adults interact, none of this would have happened.
None of what has happened so far is my fault, Miss Angela. I kept trying to explain that you were getting it all wrong, but you won't listen.
There's no use for your stories now that the worst has happened. How am I going to pay for treatments now? I no longer have a job.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Angela, but for what it's worth, you need to know that you were on a wild goose chase all along.
Huh? What do you mean?
I was never dating Sir P. He's my father.
What? But you were always together behind closed doors and I could see your silhouettes like you were
hugging each other. I got so sad and emotionally drained because of all the crazy things you kept doing to me. I needed someone to fall back on, and since my mom died 5 years ago, my dad has been my rock, and I have been his too. That's why I keep going to see him.
Oh my god, I'm literally going crazy right now. How can this be true?
You may not believe it, but it is the truth. You know the last time when I said my dad will have you fired? Yeah, Sir P was the dad I was referring to.
So why did he not do anything earlier? Why was he just watching me frustrate his daughter?
Because you had already started with the final year. He didn't want to bridge the learning gap by relieving you of your duties, especially when the other students say you're a great teacher.
Oh no. If that's the case, then he would have at least noticed all my advances. There has to be some other woman in the picture. He never once acted or spoke like he was single, you know?
Yes, because there is someone else.
And who could that be?
Miss Bianca, the chemistry teacher. They're gonna get married as soon as he retires.
What? So it was you all along! How could you be this wicked?
Oh, hi, Angie. What's going on? You didn't get back to me on the deets of your convo with Sir P. You sound super hyped. Tell me what happened.
Did you not see my text?
I did, but I chose to ignore it.
So Rhea was right after all.
She told you, right? That's great, because I was beginning to wonder when all of this drama will be over.
Are you or are you not engaged to be married to the principal?
Yes. Whose ring did you think I was wearing all along? The only reason we're not married yet is that he's been waiting to retire from service in a year's time when he must have saved up enough money to take care of me and give me the life I totally deserve.
I don't get it. Why Rhea then? She's supposed to be your stepdaughter, right? Why did you want her to suffer so much?
She was never suffering. You're just the one who thought she was.
So you all were double timing me?
If you choose to see it that way. I mean, who am I to tell you otherwise?
You sent me on a wild goose chase, Bianca. You made me antagonize the poor girl when you were the one I should have been after all along.
Correction. I did not make you do anything. I simply gave suggestions and you followed through like a mindless wimp. Plus, I was gonna kill two birds with a single stone. You wanted my man, and I was bored from the lack of events and drama, so I had to put on a spectacle. It was fun setting you up against each other, and I must say I enjoyed the show. Rhea played her part perfectly.
How can you even look at yourself in the mirror, Bianca? You're crazy and totally unhinged.
Yes, but not more than you. You were the one who opted to change your looks for a man, weren't you? You're the one I should be asking how you managed to look at yourself in the mirror. Thank goodness you got permanent damage out of it. That should teach you to stay within your limits.
You will pay for what you've done to me.
Okay, but that will be after you pay for correctional surgery for all your botched procedures. You thought you could swoop my man away with all your beauty, no? I'm happy I could teach you this lesson myself. Now you must learn to live with all your mistakes.
Pete will never love me now. It's all your fault. I trusted you, Bianca. I thought we were best friends. I'd have literally left him alone if I knew you two were engaged. But you decided to go the long route because you're so wicked and insecure. I may have lost my job and my dignity, but you've lost your humanity, and posterity will never let you go scot-free. That's a promise.
Tell that to your hideous face. Meanwhile, I can continue planning my wedding in peace. And you get nothing. Adios, amigo. As days turned into weeks and months, Bianca and Pete carried on with their wedding plans. Their love story had weathered the storm of Angela's schemes, and they found themselves growing closer with each passing day. However, Sir P, in the wake of the tumultuous events, realized the importance of maintaining professional boundaries. The wedding was a grand affair, attended by friends, family, and students alike, who celebrated the union of the principal and the chemistry teacher. Meanwhile, Angela's life took a different turn. She faced intense struggles as she sought medical treatment to correct the botched surgeries. But things only got worse. However, her reputation was forever tarnished, and she struggled to find employment in the teaching field again. Rhea later received her unjustly taken grades and graduated from high school with flying colors. Her exceptional performance earned her admission into a prestigious medical school, fulfilling her dreams and proving that justice ultimately prevailed. Then, as a result of the Ferris wheel of events that had occurred so far, Sir P vowed never to touch women ever again, not even with a 10-foot pole.